there is so much attachment, and that is the cause of suffering. So how to leave that attachment?
How a child, not in this winter, but in the summer, picks up a piece of ice, and for 1 second, it gives it that unique tingling coolness, But you hold on to that ice for long, it starts burning, isn't it? Now the child goes up, mother, my hand is burning, my hand is burning, my hand is burning. And mother will say, just let go of that which is causing you burning.
We see world leaders with power in their hands misusing it. So what's your message for the global crisis?
In the worst of places, with the right attitude, right behavior, in the hell also you can make a heaven. And in the heaven of things also, you can create a hell.
Sometimes throughout your life, you keep finding, why are you here? What is the purpose of your soul?
Real purpose is to be happy. And real happiness you will find when you share happiness with others. Make other people happy.
Hi everyone, a very warm welcome on the show, and this is your host Rangoli Sharma. Another day, and I've brought to you another exclusive episode of our English series Mystic Mind. In today's particular episode, we will understand life, death, liberation, the purpose of your soul, how to achieve that karmic balance, how to deal with suffering through the perspective of Bhagavad Gita, the timeless wisdom of Bhagavad Gita that Advaita Vedanta talks about. And you know what makes this podcast even more special? A very special guest is joining me. He is the global head of Chinmaya mission. I would like to welcome Swami Swaroopananda ji on Speaking Tree. But before starting the podcast, do let me know from which part of the world are you watching this podcast. And let me also tell you, they just had Delhi's largest Hanuman Chalisa chanting. So let's dive into the journey of our souls through this particular podcast. So let's dive into the journey of our souls, the purpose of our birth, and the purpose of our life through the timeless wisdom of Bhagavad Gita with Swami Swaroopananda ji. Swamiji, a very warm welcome on the show. I'm so honored and so pleased that, I'm able to have this discussion with you today.
I'm delighted to be on the show too.
And I'm sure the energy that I can feel sitting right here in front of you, they would also feel throughout the podcast. And I've chosen a topic that they themselves love a lot. The timeless wisdom of Bhagavad Gita. And we are going to understand our life, our death, and liberation through the timeless wisdom of this Granth. So, Swamiji, to begin with, why does our soul choose to exist? From the perspective of Bhagavad Gita, why do we even exist?
See, this question itself is quite flawed.
It is?
Yeah.
But it's a very important existential question that every seeker would have.
When you say, why do we choose to exist? Which means we were created at some period of time.
Right.
Right? Yeah. Out of what? Something that existed, no? So only existence can come from existence.
Absolutely.
Not from non-existence to existence.
Right.
Right? And rather than using the words just soul, I'll use the word Jeeva, which is the Sanskrit name for its implication, right? Now, when you say that we exist as this individual, so Bhagavad Gita, clearly Krishna says, there was never a time that you were not, nor I was not, nor all these people. So first and foremost is the eternity of the Jeeva.
Yes.
Yeah, that is what first statement he makes to Arjuna, who's afraid at that moment, not so much of his own death, but the death of his loved and near ones. And naturally, then it comes to your own death also. Yeah. So, what is death? What is life?
The big question.
Who is this Jeeva?
Right.
Who is Ishwara?
Who created
And
us?
what is this Jagat, this whole universe,
Yeah.
So, who is the creature? Who is the creator? And what is this creation? This is a theme that has intrigued every intellect.
Right.
I mean intellect, okay? There's a pun here.
Yes.
Yeah?
Yeah.
We all have intellects.
Huh.
But then what is our intellect used for? No? So when the intelligence grows in the person, the inquiry begins. No?
Absolutely.
As to who am I? What is this universe? Who is what people call as God? And what is my purpose
Exactly.
in this
life?
No?
Yeah.
So, when you say that, why did we come into existence? We always existed. There was never a time we were not. Otherwise, the whole logic will be flawed. So, we are told from childhood, oh, God created all the beings. If God created all the beings, from where?
Yeah.
From Himself or herself.
So we existed in him or her. Yeah.
There's only one existence. Yeah. You are one. In your dream, you are also there.
Yeah.
As the creator of the dream. You are only there as the entire dream world and all the beings in the dream. Your friends as well as your enemies.
Yeah.
And you are only there, the creator of the dream, suffering the dream.
Yes.
And therefore, it becomes clear that this whole creation, even if you take literally your joys and sorrows, are built on what? Your delusions.
Right.
Right? Sometimes you might be crying over something that never happened. Is it not?
Right. Or by the fear of it.
Yes. So therefore, what the scriptures point out, the Upanishads of the Veda point out, what Bhagavad Gita points out, is know yourself. No? So you are eternal.
So we always existed and we will always exist.
Yes.
And then this is just a journey, a temporary stay.
Yes.
It's not our real home.
No. Yeah. Because we come and we go. So what comes will go.
Right.
So what comes and goes is the manifestation of this body.
Then
But who
Swamiji,
comes and goes was there before this body, is there after this body.
right.
Naturally, no? If something comes into this body, we say life came into this body. When something leaves this body, we say life left this body. No? So what came into this body, what left this body, was there before and was there, it will be there afterwards.
But then Swamiji, why are we so attached here? If this is all temporary and if we know the bigger truths of life, since we are so attached, there is so much suffering. And it pains, it aches something inside us. You know, when you leave this body, there is so much attachment and that is the cause of suffering. So how to leave that attachment?
See, we all want happiness. Huh?
Definitely.
And you are only telling me that attachment to this body, etc., causes sorrow. No?
At least that's what my understanding of life is so far.
So look at it, no?
Yeah.
Yeah, how a child, not in this winter, but in the summer, picks up a piece of ice and for 1 second, it gives it that unique tingling coolness, yeah? But you hold on to that ice for long, it starts burning, isn't it? Now the child goes up, mother, my hand is burning, my hand is burning, my hand is burning. Yeah? And mother will say, just let go of that which is causing you burning. Now, if you don't want to let go, and you're holding an ember or a ice in your hand, and then you keep on saying, oh, please remove my sorrow, please remove my sorrow. The cause of your sorrow you're holding on to. The cause of your sorrow you're holding on to. So as you said, our attachments cause sorrow, then give up attachment, no?
Yes.
Yeah.
But it's so difficult to give up on that, Guruji.
I'll tell you, living in attachment is more difficult or not?
It is.
Huh?
It is.
Yeah. To study was easy. To gain education was easy. Growing pains were easy. Yeah. Marriage is easy.
Maybe. I'm not married yet, but I'm just thinking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I deliberately said because I'm sure, when you're ready, there'll be many, many people who have watched you. Right? No. What was easy? Is parenting easy? Yeah. Is being successful in this world easy? Even earning money is easy? We just want the truth very easy. Actually, it is easy. But because it is so easy, we like to complicate our lives. No? So, stop complicating your life. Simple thing is, if something gives you sorrow, let go of it. But I know it feels difficult.
Yes.
But I tell you, if a child who's got a tricycle is told to give the younger sibling the tricycle, will he give easily?
No, because attached, no?
Attached,
it gives
no?
him joy.
Yeah?
Yes.
Mommy, Papa says, give him. That giving itself is a sorrow. Yeah?
Because it's mine.
Mine. No? So I and mine.
Yeah.
And then when Papa says, you've grown up, I want to buy you a bicycle. Now give the tricycle to your younger brother. How gracefully will he give it?
Because you've got something better now.
Better.
Yes.
Expose your mind to something greater, bigger, higher.
That's a great solution, I think. When you are optimistic that when you leave all this, your soul will be reaching to a higher state.
Yes.
Definitely, Swamiji. As we talked about death, I think for most of us, for most of the world, death brings fear. Because we don't know what happens after death. Where do we go? And if I speak from the perspective of Advaita Vedanta, death is just robes of our soul. How to understand the beauty of death, Swamiji? I personally feel that, it's just a change of the, of your
clothes.
Dresses. Yes.
Yeah. If you understand that like that, as explained in the Bhagavad Gita, Vasansi jirnani yatha vihaya. This body is like clothes onto the Jeeva. Let us say it is your vehicle, it's your car. Yeah, it's useful to reach whatever, you want to go shopping, you want to go buy grocery, or you want to go for a holiday, or you want to go to work. It'll take you there, isn't it? It's useful. It's not like to be considered that the body is useless. Yeah. But the house you are living in, the vehicle you're driving may be useful to you, but it is not you. And if anything happens to your vehicle, unless you're sitting in it, you will feel that you've been hit by another car. Whatever happens to your vehicle does not happen to you.
Exactly.
When I remove these clothes and keep aside, I don't lose any part of me. Is it not? And when I put on new clothes for the next purpose, I don't stay without clothes, I put on for the next purpose. So as per the purpose of the Jeeva in this life, as per the results of his or her actions, as per their choices and desires, accordingly, nature provides us a vehicle to fulfill our destiny, fulfill our purpose. And this body is useful only up till it serves its purpose. And unfortunately, you can use anything nowadays. People are searching for the fountain of youth from time immemorial. This body only becomes older. So you got a good chance. Get a new one.
Yeah, definitely. So, Swamiji, in the time of crisis, and especially where Kali Yuga right now, where we are progressing in Kali Yuga, and we see all sorts of suffering here. We see world leaders with power in their hands misusing it. So what's your message for the global crisis that we see right now? We see so much chaos in the world. How to deal with that from the wisdom of Bhagavad Gita?
It was there in all ages. As our mind, so is the world. And the world that each one of us experiences according to our own mind. In the worst of places, with the right attitude, right behavior, in the hell also you can make a heaven. Yeah? And in the heaven of things also, you can create a hell. It all depends on how your mind is.
Definitely.
As your mind, so is your world. Majority of the minds, there's conflict inside, so there's conflict outside also.
Swamiji, in your meditation, what divine message do you feel that the higher grace, the divine grace, is giving the humanity? Do you feel anything that is currently the need of the hour that we're not
Why
doing?
do we need meditation for that?
Because it connects
The words of the scriptures are there.
Yeah.
You want to hear some magical sound which can be an imagination? The written word is there. Yeah.
Yeah.
So we should just follow that.
What's that biggest message from the scriptures itself, if I ask?
That you are divine. Everyone is divine. The same self is there in me. The same self is there in you. The same self in everyone. Yeah. There's only one. And that eternal truth, when we recognize, then only there can be peace. Then only there can be happiness. There's no other way.
Swamiji, I highly believe that our ultimate goal is somewhere the ultimate happiness, and that is so much associated with our purpose in life. But sometimes throughout your life you keep finding, why are you here? What is the purpose of your soul? So this question is for all my viewers who are misguided on their paths or who are not clear what is their soul purpose.
Most people think soul purpose is to find a soulmate.
Yeah, I can understand. Yes.
Or to find a certain particular career which will give them a lot of money. Yeah, that is not finding purpose. Yeah, though these are also temporary purposes that people seek, but our real purpose is to be happy. Yeah, and real happiness you will find when you share happiness with others, make other people happy. So to be happy and spread happiness is the only purpose of life. That's the only godly purpose.
But I think, Swamiji, to reach to that level requires a lot of self-realization, because people are so selfish.
Not at all.
They don't think about others.
Then they're suffering, no?
Yeah.
All selfishness is suffering. If you want to be happy, make the people around you happy. Now suppose you've got all the wealth and you've got every occasion to be, you fulfill all your desires. But tell me, if your family members are under depression, they will make sure that you are also miserable.
Yeah.
Is it not? So be happy, make people happy around you. But first be happy yourself.
How do I find that happiness?
By recognizing that Ananda is your Swarupa. Happiness is your eternal, infinite self. And that is what the scriptures, that's what the Bhagavad Gita is teaching. Know yourself. Yeah, if you try to seek happiness in the finite world, it will be only temporary. But the happiness, which is your nature, which is existence, consciousness, bliss, Sad-Chid-Ananda, not just words, but realize that I am that ever eternal consciousness, which is infinite and which is bliss, which is happiness. And once you find that happiness within your heart, once you find that infinite divine in your heart, there's nothing else that you can give to others. You give, and there's no other only left.
Okay.
Yeah. So who doesn't want happiness? So be happy, spread happiness.
At least
that's the only purpose of life.
Yes.
And is there any better purpose?
I think to speak about one more purpose is, when our soul attains that ultimate happiness, It only happens when you balance that karma. So, from the perspective of Bhagavad Gita, how do I make sure that my karma is balanced so that, the ultimate mukti that we talked about, a soul reaches to that state? How to live a karmically free life is what I wish to ask.
So what we said in Hanuman Chalisa, no? Bhagwan clearly says in the Bhagavad Gita, by karma itself is not going to end. You have to change your attitude in action. Be grateful and do your action for that one from whom you've received everything. Yat karoshi, yadashnasi, yat juhoshi, dadasi yat. Yat tapasyasi kaunteya, tat kurushva madarpanam. That's why we have selected 5 shlokas from the Bhagavad Gita that give you answers to all these questions. And we request everyone, remember these 5 shlokas.
What are these 5 shlokas that give us the clarity about life from Bhagavad
Uddhared
Gita?
atmanatmanam. From the 6th chapter, lift yourself by yourself.
Okay.
And don't underestimate yourself, don't look down upon yourself, then you will not look down on anybody else. You are your best friend, you are your deadliest enemy.
Yes.
One whose mind is under his mastery, he is his best or she is his best friend. One whose mind enslaves, that mind is your deadliest enemy. One simple shloka also, if people remember.
Yes.
Second is the most famous, karmanyavadikaraste.
Yes.
Gives you the complete solution on how to act in this world, but be freed from your result of action. That is what people call destiny or karma. And how do you do that? Yat karoshi yadashnasi. Acha, all this we do. What will Bhagwan do for us?
Valid question.
Bhagwan says, one who does the action remembering me, I will look after what that person needs and what that needs to be preserved. And all that you have to do is keep aside all the qualities of the body, mind and intellect, its desires, etc. Seek me, the infinite. I shall free you from all papa. Papa in Sanskrit means results of all your actions. Chutai bandi mahasukha hoi. And therefore, you will never have to grieve. So, sarva dharman parityajya mamekam sharanam braja. Please give your audience these 5 and let it be that every Bharatiya remembers these 5 verses and spreads it to generations to come, not for just once. And wherever we go, whichever organization we belong to, if these 5 shlokas every Bharatiya memorizes, tries to understand even the simple meaning, the entire essence of the Gita is there in that.
Definitely, Swamiji.
That is the Gita Panchamrit. That
Gita
will give you,
Panchamrit. Yes.
Amrit, it will give you that immortality.
Yes. And I'm sure that, after today's podcast, that Gita Panchamrit will be something that my audience would really look forward to. And it was lovely to have this divine discussion with you today. We talked about soul, we talked about deaths, we talked about the purpose of life. So thank you so much. As a seeker myself, I got to know myself a little better and my soul purpose. And I'm sure so did my audience. So thank you so much for giving us your time today.
Hari Om.
Hari Om.